Well, you're going to be getting a lot of sleep in your retirement age.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. But but I agree with you. Am I retired? Well, I can do whatever I want and stuff. Do I want to keep my mind busy or doing something? In my years, yeah, probably. Here's the thing. I don't know if I'm ever going to retire. Does that make sense?
Well, with what you do, it's kind of hard to, or I don't know, hard to.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I could still work, especially in what we do. I just would have to
tone it down.
Tone it down a little bit. You know what I mean? Push off. I probably maybe not DJ.
Well, all you got to do is get the right crew. You got to be the Bill Belichick of Perfect Entertainment.
Sure.
You get the right players, man, and you'll be like, I'm good.
And that's the one thing that I'm trying. That's exactly that I want to do. Hopefully in 10 years.
Yeah.
That's what I would love to do.
I'm not coming out of retirement, so
so
I'm enjoying my retirement from DJing.
Yeah, it's just I love
until you go and it's like
but I'm also now at this part of my career, whatever you want to call it, that I want to start doing some of the mentorships. I even want to think put the Perfect Entertainment School together, and all this knowledge I have, share it with everybody. You want to become a DJ, you want to become a karaoke host, you want to do, you want to do certain things in the entertainment field. Well, here's a couple of things that you'd want to consider. This is a couple of things that you want to do. I feel like I have all kinds of valuable information to disseminate to people.
That comes down to, like, in trucking, when I get a new driver, I can tell right off the bat if this guy is gonna boom.
I have the same thing.
You get a DJ that you bring in, you go, dude, you just have no personality. You are a flat line here.
Well, that's
you have no music knowledge.
Oh.
Well, this is the reason why we have the 30-day program. Because when we bring somebody in, it's not like, okay, you're hired. Here, we're going to train you for a couple days or a couple weeks, and off you go. It's a 30-day program that we put together. You start training with our experienced DJs. You get to train with me. You get to train with Aaron. See how you do. See how you have your music knowledge. See how you perform on the microphone. Personality, is it there? Is it not?
Can you multitask?
Can you multitask? Can you, and some people sometimes, they may not have a personality, but sometimes they start to develop one. It brings me back to the old American Idol, if you remember Clay Aiken. The guy was such a fucking nerd. I remember his audition tapes, and he beautiful voice. But the guy looked like, I'm like, how the fuck is this guy going to win American Idol? But you know what? He developed into something good. I mean, we haven't heard anything from Clay Aiken and everything, but you know what? He won American Idol.
Now, I know you've probably dealt with this many times. I've seen it happen myself. I come in, I go, Bernie, I want to be a DJ. I work for you for 3 months, and I'm like, I can do this on my own and make more money.
Oh, you can. Except you're going to get a lawsuit against you.
So how do you do that?
Well, we actually have a non-disclosure agreement that a non-compete form that you have to sign. It speculates we have a term that's disclosed that
for 1 year after you.
Do you have to work for you for 1 year?
No,
you can't work.
You cannot do anything DJ related for 1 year. After you leave us.
Now, do you guys do it like within a specific area and mileage?
Yep, it's on there too. I think it's
a lot of hair places do that.
We have certain and we've actually had 2 people. Did they break that agreement? No. Did they go out on their own and start something? Yeah. Yes, and they failed miserably.
Yeah.
We did have one break the agreement.
Yeah.
But they failed miserably.
Oh my god!
It was just a complete disaster. It was just it's like the whole,
we just sat back and watched,
and we just watched it unravel. It was the best thing.
Now, what if you have an experienced DJ come in? I mean, a guy that's just balls like he's got everything. He's got the whole package.
Here's the thing: if you're an experienced DJ, and then you want to come work with me, there's a problem. Why? If you're experienced, you're established, and then all of a sudden you want to work for me, there's something missing. There's something that's, I don't know, there's a hidden agenda.
Maybe
or,
doesn't
or
have equipment, and
There's a
just
hidden
the
agenda.
I don't know,
connections.
and that's the thing. It's like I do not want to hire experienced DJs. I'd rather hire people going,
Well, you can train them how you want them
and
to
that's
be,
the
you know?
and that's what we want.
Yeah.
And a lot
we
of-
we
a
do
lot
that,
of
and
the-
I'm like, you know what? I think I can become a DJ. Well, and I ask those few questions: why, where, how? Do you know this? Do you know that? Why do you want to aspire to this? And those people that show the aspiration, the inspiration,
Passion.
the passion, those are the people that I definitely want to, work on, and they usually become successful people. If they work for us for a few years and then they say, listen, you know what, I'm going to be honest with you, I'd like to see if I can, do this on my own. Those are the type of people I'm going, listen, go for it. You think you can do what, on something on, on your own? I'll be more than happy. I'll be the first one to applaud them and give them the necessary motivation. But there's just some people that they either, it's like geometry. You either get it or you don't.
Huh.
It's
the same as trucking. I mean, you look at them and go, dude, you seriously want to do this? Because you just...
And the one thing that's a big thing for me, and the wrong answer, the wrong answer that I get all this. Well, I want to do it for the money. Well, guess what? There's the door, because I don't want you to come in here just for the money. I want you to do it because you are a lover of music, and you want to make people happy through.
trying to
music.
get laid.
That, and again, that's another wrong answer. I don't want that. I don't want that.
Women
a lot,
love the
a lot
DJs.
of times too, the experienced DJs are scratch DJs. They're not karaoke DJs. They're not, and that's what they want to do. They don't, they don't want to learn how to.
Well, we've all come up through the tape decks, the era, the CD era, the album era. We have gone through everything. The DJs nowadays, they haven't seen that, and it's the push play walk away method,
Right.
And it's
And that's the other thing that
I
bothers
already
me.
made my playlist 2
Yeah,
days
so it's
ago.
planned, so I can go sit at the bar and drink. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate
There was
that.
there was one
Yeah.
night that we were working at a bar, and we started off. We would do like the first 2 hours of karaoke, and then a DJ would come in to do the club, house music. After that, I remember being there, and I was breaking down while the other DJ was playing, and a girl came over to her and said, "Mike's breaking shit over here." The girl says, "Can you play this song?" And the DJ actually looked at her and said, "Oh no, I didn't mix that in this week, so I can't play it." And I'm like,
heck?
I kind of
And
like
that-
looked over and I'm
that-
like, wait, time out. So,
Minimal effort.
And again, and this is the
Crazy.
reason why our business, our slogan, our company slogan, it's expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
And it's, we have our bars that you don't know what to expect. It could be country. It could be 80s night. It could be 90s night. It could be pure karaoke. It could be pure
Disney.
dance. It could be, who knows? You just have to, you just have to.
Are you having fun over there, Mike?
You can have a preset, playlist to a certain extent, but you never know.
Well, they lack the personal touch anymore.
And
If
that
you're
just
in a bar,
bothers
people are,
me.
you want to be able to interact. Yes, you're going to get drunk. You got to learn how to, but people, you miss that.
if you don't
I'm like, I mean, if you're a human jukebox, if all you're going to do is make a playlist and push play and walk away, what's the point?
Right.
if you don't interact with the crowd, then forget about
Correct.
it. You're done.
Well, one of the other things that I was, that came to my mind when she said that was, okay, so we have nights where it's really slow till, 11:30, and then all of a sudden it picks up. You now got this playlist. How do you know that at 10 o'clock it's not going to pick up when you're playing all, like if you've already got your set recorded, stuff, how do you know when it's going to get busy?
Right.
when
you
to
don't.
start playing
You're
the
just,
dance music, when to, you know.
Oh, you
I don't know.
just, it's, some DJs are just robots and they just sit there and go.
And
Yep.
and those are the DJs that bug the fuck out of me.
Yeah, you're not a DJ. You're a human jukebox. You just go push play. Button
Ladies,
pushes.
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, turning something negative into a positive. We've come to that part of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron D, can we start with you? The boss lady? The
Voice of Common Sense, New Hampshire.
Ooh, that sounded really good that time.
Did it? Let me pull my pants back up.
I guess negative would be that I'm still working on taxes, but all the reports are done. So it's just now actually entering numbers at this point. So hopefully by the end of the week I'll have them done. And
I just got my tax return. All my bills are paid now.
nice.
Every bill.
Did you, real quickly with that, did you, what you submitted, you got back, you didn't, you know, there's the stories there that everybody's getting, and, you know, hit with this 8% thing, and you know, the IRS made some changes or anything like that, nothing happened to you?
No.
Beautiful.
No, it's when you're doing them.
Oh, what do you mean when you're doing them?
When you're entering the numbers and stuff, there's some. I was actually just reading it, and I actually need to go back and actually look at it. I guess there's 8% less that people are getting back this year versus last year because of some
Weird
IRS
tax code or
yeah.
something, and I don't know exactly what the details
I
are.
gotta. That's
So
what
you
I
guys,
was-
you're the
Oh,
accounting part
breaking
of it.
news. I get more breaking news.
What's
I
it?
now own my bed.
Yay!
I do. I own that fucker outright. So if you want to come over, play on it, do whatever. you know,
Jump on it.
I'm looking at you.
Can we snuggle?
I'm Olympic champion of spooning, so
There we go.
looking at a gold medalist here.
Sounds good.
But it's like those things, you know, that holy fuck, it's paid off.
Good.
You know?
Well, again, I think that it sounds like that's your negative into a positive, right?
Yeah,
You worked, you got your tax return, and now your bills are paid.
Well, and the Pats won the Super Bowl. That's my super positive.
There you go.
Super. And then my diabetes is down. That's a positive.
There you go.
You had a lot of good positives this
Yes,
week.
solid positives.
Nice.
I've had major positives,
Yeah.
major. And I don't really think I have a negative.
Right, and that's okay.
Is
Sometimes,
that good?
sometimes you don't have to.
I have no negatives, everybody, except I have a negative. Wait a minute, I'm hungry. Can you fix that problem?
What?
Can you turn my negative into a positive?
I can.
Your
know?
your positive
I-
is you have a pot roast waiting for you at home.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn it.
That's right.
But that's half hour away.
The way you drive it, get there in 15 minutes. Let me turn over to Kimber.
So I really don't have a negative this week. But my positive is I have tomorrow off. Yay.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
By the way, there's a chance of snow Tuesday.
8 inches.
Oh shit! Looks like we're getting.
Yeah,
snowed in.
we're gonna Tuesday. Tuesday we're supposed
Tuesday
to,
and Wednesday.
Tuesday into Wednesday we were supposed to do a road trip. I'm not sure if that's gonna. Yeah, see.
Casino?
Yeah, we were planning on doing a road trip, but we also need to go to Rhode Island because one of our Rhode Island DJs was called in sick. She had the flu, so they just gave us a good opportunity to look at her, you know, her laptop and put some of the new stuff on there and clean stuff up and everything. And we still have to make it to Rhode Island somehow or meet up with her, but it just
Did you get that
puts a little
gig just
wrinkle
because
in
you
the.
went in there and you just communicated?
Say that again.
Because I noticed that's your furthest away show. Did you go in there and just hang out, and then you found out that they were looking for
No,
a DJ?
so the way that it actually worked was one of our friends, Erica Van Pelt, who was actually one of the top 10 American Idol winners, worked at the Scorpion Bar at Foxwoods, and when we would go by and we'd say hi to her and stuff, and she actually was the karaoke DJ at this bar. But because she became so big, she couldn't do it anymore.
She gained
So
weight.
And she goes-
she called us.
Well, and that's the other thing because she knows all kinds of other karaoke companies, but she knew that we were up in New Hampshire. She goes, "I'm sorry, but I need the best." I don't know.
Do you
Can
guys mind?
would you guys mind going to Rhode Island every Friday to take care of this? I'm like,